Hi, this is Egypt from Cashmere Lace Boutique, and I'm going to show how I revitalize hair that's kind of dry and it needs to drink. It needs to drink some moisture. This is a really curly 10 millimeter wig, Brazilian wig that's colored. And so sometimes with color you have to do a little extra with conditioning. Like I told you before, this is my go-to brush. This is a detangling brush from Walmart. It costs about $11. But I suggest if you got curly hair or really any type texture hair, use this brush. This is really good. You brush out all the tangles. This is going to turn into like an afro because I'm brushing out all the tangles. And my guest here had put some, what'd you put on there?
The polish.
Some polish.
I had put a little in my hand and rubbed it.
And you gotta, okay, she put that on there. So it's still kind of stiff, but with this hair, you gotta brush all the way, before you do anything to it, before you get it curly again, you gotta brush it all the way in the root. Because when you're laying down, what happens is the hair is doing like this. Even if you got a bonnet on, the hair is doing like this in the root. So you gotta get all the roots out. Make sure, and this detangles it. So I go on the inside and get all the tangles out. And folks, I'm not a videographer, so if you have seen this, I'm sorry, but you can at least hear me. If you can't see me, you can hear me. And you have any questions, just give me a ring. See all the way inside, you gotta crawl all the way in so you feel it.
Wow.
And you see how it expands?
Yeah.
And it does now. I've worn these and I wore it just like this, like Angela Davis, like an afro, because it's pretty like this too. But yeah, I can see that on the inside wasn't being combed. But now we know.
And I'm gonna get that brush.
Yeah. Not every single day you have to do this. You won't have to do this every day.
Okay.
Just
a
few times.
Whenever
you're ready to wet it and get that wet look, you do it. But once you get the wet look and it dries, it's gonna still look wet. And you put your bonnet on it, and then you there you go. And then you brush. You put your bonnet on it and then you sleep, or you can push the curls up in a ponytail if it's longer, and don't sleep on the curls. But if it's short like this, you can put your bonnet on, tie your edges up if you got glue, or if it's the type of wig that you take on and off, you just take the wig off. You won't have this real issue if you're taking the wig on and off because you're not sleeping on it. Okay, so all the tangles are out. It looks like a big Angela Davis, pretty. Power to the people. Such a clown, such a clown. Okay, then we start, this is just plain water. We start misting it till the curls come back. And they're gonna come back. You can do the sink, or you can just mist it like I'm doing. There's a way I brush with that brush to make these curls pop back in. So not just brushing on top of their hair, you have to go down, and then I'll show you in a minute. Let me get a towel. There's the way, like I said, there's a way that I brush the hair so that way the curls will pop back in. I brush it on the side. I'll show you as soon as I get this all soaked up. Okay. Sometimes or you could just see she's here today, but what I do, I just get in the shower, and like when the shower's running, I just dip my hair like that and let it go in. I don't let it go down into the root of the wig. I just dip it and let all the ends and the outside is really wet. So right now we're just doing it like this. So, take this brush. You wanted a part on the side? Where?
Right where you had it.
Right where I'm at. Okay, she want a part on the side, so I'm going to go ahead and make the part now.
Okay. Oh, wow, yeah, the water brought that back. I see how the water brought the curl back. Okay.
Okay. First, I'm making sure the water is in every area. And if you don't get the water in every place, just spray some more. Because all of it has to be even. You want that curl to come back evenly. Okay, so right now I'm brushing straight up on top, but then I'm going to show you how to bounce the curl back in.
I'm liking this little wet lead.
Usually when people do videos, the guest, the client, they don't talk back, but I'm glad I got feedback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is good information.
Yeah.
It's important to take care of your hair.
It is. And if you don't know how, that's why you go back.
Right. That's why I said, let me call Egypt as soon as I got back.
That's why you go back. Okay. All right, so that's getting the tangles out. Okay, so the water's all the way through. I'm satisfied. Now I put a leave-in conditioner. The other day I shared with the silicone mix leave-in, so I made a leave-in conditioner. I put like a tablespoon of water, a tablespoon of leave-in conditioner in a water bottle with warm water, and I shook it up. That's my leave-in. Although she has stuff on it, this is going to soften everything up. Plus it smells so good. So you don't have to spray a whole bunch, just enough to get it, you know, a little saturated. Okay. All right. Then, that's in the hair. Then I use, I like argan oil. You can use any kind of serum, as long as it says serum. What kind of serum?
Okay.
Well, this says, my other bottle says serum. I poured it in here, but it's still a serum. Not oil, not grease, because it's going to sit on top of the hair and make the hair dirty. It's going to draw dirt. This is like a quarter size. I know you can't see it. If it's a quarter size, you emulsify. And I'll show you how I emulsify. Emulsifying is when you spread it through your fingers, in between your fingers, because you need to use all sections of your hand. All this needs to get on that. No matter how long the hair is, you got to make that a little bit last. So I put a little bit here. We tend to do this in the beginning, but I use my fingers because there's some on my fingers. So I start going through the hair. And I rub again and get more on certain parts of my hands. That way, it'll stretch through the whole hair. You open it up, and you get it on all sections of the hair as much as you can.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
You get that sheen is coming back.
Yes.
Okay. You can put it through your fingers. All right. So now, that's all the product you need on these curlies. All the other stuff, I haven't used everything, so I can't recommend everything. If you find something out there on the market that works for you, that's fine. Let it work for you. But mousse I don't recommend because it has alcohol in it and it makes your hair crunchy. Unless you like crunchy hair. Some people like their hair to sound like cornflakes. I don't. I don't. So if you want your hair soft and curly, no mousse because it has alcohol. See, I take the side of the brush and I get them curls back in so they can jump in.
Side of the brush. Okay.
Like that.
Kind of flip it. Oh, wow.
Okay, somebody's at the door, and this is so awkward, but you know what? Okay, my guest's going to talk to you for a minute.
No, this is wonderful information because, you know, we spend money, hard-earned money to fix our hair. So it's wonderful when you can get this kind of education.
Okay, we're back. That was kind of embarrassing, but you know, this is life. Okay, so you brush on the side. You take the side of the brush.
Wow.
You see how them curls bounce back in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who would have thunk? Look at that.
And you just... Okay, there you go.
Wow, very cool.
You just brush them in. You can pick up sections and just take the side of the brush like that, and the curls, let me just show you here. The curls will bounce in. Bounce in. Bounce in. Brush from the root.
Okay.
Okay.
How y'all doing today?
We're doing
Yeah.
fine.
Y'all doing all right today?
We're doing fine.
Good on you.
We videotaping.
Video, yeah.
This is cool.
Okay.
Look at that.
Okay. Now, once it's dry, you can set it to dry, but it's so hot outside.
Yeah.
She's going to just go ahead and let this air dry.
Man.
And see, and then you bounce it. You could also squeeze. Just scrunch. Once this dry, it's going to stay like this. It's going to still keep that shine and everything.
You brought that curl back, man.
Bam.
Yes, you did.
Beautiful.
Like the gay people
Her
say,
hands
this
are
thing.
anointed.
Huh?
I said your hands are anointed.
That is so pretty.
Okay, so now I'm going to, do this baby hair thing. We grown women, we don't do the little swirl, because that's for junior high school with the gel and the grease. We grown women. We doing a grown woman baby hair.
Gotcha. Love it. Love it.
Okay. Okay.
Now, girl, you know my husband see me. I may not make it room, girl.
Uh-oh. I might need to turn this camera off because we can ready to talk shop now. Hold up. Well, we almost finished, but hold that thought.
Oh, this is nice. Okay. Now, what was that you just put on?
This was just like a sorry about that. This was like a foam, what they call it, setting lotion.
Oh,
Any type of work. This just for the baby hairs. Just for the baby hairs. Okay. We're just doing a little something, something. Not too much. Just enough to give it that oomph. That oomph. With all that swirl and stuff, we don't do all that. I'm trying to cover you. Cover
I'm
my.
not 15, I promise.
Huh?
But I'm not 15.
Okay. That part there. Okay, sorry y'all, this is a long video because I know y'all get kind of bored and stuff, or kind of like impatient. So if you wanna like click off, bye.
How you gonna do a
She's
video?
too funny. Look, she gonna edit some of that stuff out. No.
I ain't editing nothing out. Okay, it is what it is. Y'all told me to be myself, and this is just what I'm being.
Good education, though. Wow. I'm amazed at how you brought the curl back.
Okay, so I'm gonna put a little. We don't do the silk top. We haven't done the silk top, so I'm gonna put a little makeup, a little lighter than my guest here, and give it that little part look. And
Now,
then
can
you
I
put
do
the
that with
makeup in
like
the
cover
part.
up?
Huh?
No.
Powder though.
It's a powder. Oh, okay. I don't have the powder. I have the cream.
Okay, bam,
Woo.
ready for the club. Huh? Well, this is Egypt from Cashmere Lace Boutique. If you have any questions, 910-568-8854. And this is how you bounce the curl back. Easy peasy. Cover girl easy. Y'all have a blessed day. Bye.